Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you my setup for my 2022 Hobonichi Techo, and I am using the A6 size. So I'm going to walk you through how I have it set up, what my plan is for it. I'm going to show you some size comparisons and talk about the cover that I have chosen. So this is the Moterm cover, and I accidentally ordered this in the A6 Plus, I believe it's called, and the Plus has an extra snap closure for when your planner gets larger and thicker, and then it also has more room width-wise for when your planner gets bigger. Like I said, I ordered the A6 Plus by accident, but when I tried to set this up in a regular A6 cover that I have right here, it was a little snug. So I am kind of happy about that. So this is the Moterm cover A6, and I'll try to stack it to see if you can see a difference at all. So top to bottom, it is about the same, and width-wise, you can see that it does poke out on the sides a little bit, as well as the area in between the planner and the top, I feel like is a little bit larger on the A6 Plus. So this is not a Moterm, but this is an A6 cover, so I just wanted to give you just a little comparison between the two. So like I said, I am using an A6 cover, and I used a Moterm previously in my B6 Stology, and I really love their planner covers. They're very well made. This is the black, pebbled black, and so I just continued with the Moterm for next year. So I'm just going to walk you through what I have in here. So under the first flap right here, I have a little tip-in card with different color dots, and these are all zig dot markers, and these will go with something in my yearly spread that I will also show you. And here, really, this is just decorative. I have a die cut sticker from Etsy. I have a washi cutter from my shop. I have my Barnes & Noble educator card. I have a prayer, and then this is also a daily prayer. It's just upside down so I can see the washi. This flap right here, I currently don't have anything in here, as well as the one right behind it. In the large, the large pocket in the front, on the left side, I have some deco stickers and functional stickers that I picked up from some Etsy shops over the Black Friday sale. And even though I do have my own Etsy sticker shop, I do like to continue to support other small businesses, and I could still buy planner stickers. And then I have my one sticker on the front. So if you have never seen the Hobonichi Techo in the A6 size, I will have a link in the description box for a total flip through of this planner minus any decoration. I used this back in 2020, so I will definitely leave that if you're interested. So sizing wise for this A6, I do have my 2021 that is out of, that it's not in a cover, so you can see what size it is. So this is going to be the same size, but I wanted to put it beside a pocket notebook, and you can tell it's a little larger than a pocket. And I wanted to also show it to you beside a B6, so it is going to be smaller than a B6, and this is my old B6 Stology. So just to give you some sizing comparisons. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I have this set up. And, you know, I will adjust this as I need to. This is just what I am thinking for how I plan to use it. So the inside flap, I just have my little key that I use, and I use this in my teacher planner as well as my home planner. It's just, you know, just little habits that I think we probably all have. It's not anything like the bullet journal, the official bullet journal key. This is just what works for me. So I use a check if a task has been completed, an X if it has been canceled, a little arrow if it's been migrated to a later date, a star for a reminder, and then a little dot for a note. And I have another sticker. I did use the zig dot markers just to simply decorate the 2022 and 2023 yearly overview. And then I have one of these tabs right there. It's one of the metal tabs just to designate the yearly index. So this is the yearly. So all of these color codes right here will end up on my yearly, and it is really just dates that I need to remember. For example, I have a certain color for paydays, and I have a certain color for when I upload on YouTube, as well as when I post new listings on my Etsy shop. So that's how I plan to use the yearly index, as well as a traditional index. So if there's an important note that I need to refer back to, then I will definitely mark it in here and write in exactly what it is, and that way I am able to easily flip through and find what I'm looking for. So right now the only monthly spread that I have set up is January. So these stickers right here and the washi, these stickers on the sidebar, I should say, and the washi came from Mandy Lynn Plans on Etsy, and this deco sticker and that deco sticker came from my Etsy shop. So I plan on using my monthly view as kind of a recap and also as a menu planner. So I'm going to use each individual box to meal plan primarily just for dinners. And then I have a space over here for what I'm reading, listening, watching, any books in the Bible that I have completed, and things that I am trying out. And then I have 2 habits that I want to keep track of. The first one is exercise, and the second one is language. So that's how I'm going to use my monthlies. I'm not going to write any appointments on here. Nothing that has to do with my work or my daughter's school or my husband's work, anything like that. It's really strictly just going to be for meal planning, because I use my traveler's notebook that has a yearly calendar in it for all family appointments and memories. So I have just some washi down for February, and I did go ahead and put washi down for all of the months. These washi kits are actually, she designed them for the Hobonichi original, the one that is in Japanese. And I messaged her, and she said that it should fit the English version. And I think that this is the way that she had it set up in the example on her Etsy shop, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll definitely link it down below. But I wanted just to have something really simple that I could decorate for each month without having it get too busy. I also did not want to use the washi that I already had that is themed for each month, because that's how I have it set up in my traveler's notebook. So I just wanted to do something different, and this was perfect. Okay, so that's the year, and then this has January, February, and I believe March of 2023. I will probably use this for some forward planning if I need to. It's not something that I really need, and well, I haven't really used it that often in my previous planners, but because it is in here, I will utilize it if need be. So the next thing I have in here is a little reminder of how I'm going to plan. And I know that everyone talks about planners and what you're going to use and tools you're going to use and supplies that you need, but I feel like sometimes we forget to talk about the actual way we are going to utilize our planner. So for me, I wanted to write down how I'm going to plan weekly, daily, and monthly. And so for weekly, I'm going to have home tasks, errands, emails and calls, projects, and then cleaning. So what I plan to do was designate one day every week that's always the same for me to do each of these things. So for example, Monday I would do all of my home tasks, Tuesday I would run errands, Wednesday I would answer emails and return phone calls or make phone calls, Thursday I would work on projects, and Friday I would work on cleaning. So as far as my daily plan, this is everything that will be on my daily pages. I'm going to track the weather, home tasks I need to get done because that will correlate with my Monday, work tasks, my water intake, meals, and also any school events that my daughter has. And then monthly, I talked about a little bit already before, but I'm going to track our meal plan, exercise, and then, hopefully I will also have space for gratitude. So I am actually filming this in December. So I do not have any of these really filled in yet, the daily pages, but I just wanted to show you how I have it set up. And then probably in a month or two, I'll come back and do an update and let you guys know how things are going. So this washi right here that actually says January, that was the other part of the monthly kit that went with this one. And instead of putting it probably could have fit up here if I cut it in these boxes. I just put it on the first page before the month. So this one would be January. I really didn't need it on the monthly view in this one because I have the English version. So it does already have the English word of January. So I added it right on here. And I'm going to write down things I'm grateful for, any certain events that come up, and then some highlights for the month. So I have written on 3 pages already. And so for the first day of January, I just did a little bit of decoration for right now for what I think I'm going to need to do that day. And I'm really not sure which pen I'm going to stick with. So what I'm going to do is just use a different pen every time, or not every time I write in my planner, but for each day I'm going to try out a different pen because I really want to look at dry time, because there's nothing worse than writing something out and then either closing your planner or accidentally like swiping it with your hand and then having it smear. So for this right here, I used a Sarasa 05, and this color, I don't remember what it was called. It's a deep purple or a plum. So that was what I used to write that in, and then just my dot markers for tasks that need to get done. And then I did highlight the day right at the bottom. So for the next day, I used the Energel Cleana, and this is it looks, I think it's blue-black. That's the color that I chose to try out in this pen. So on Sunday, January 2nd, I will be using that pen on this page. And then on Monday, January 3rd, I'm going to try out the Pilot fountain pen. And this is actually a disposable fountain pen, and I'm actually going to do a video just to show you guys these disposable fountain pens, which I did not know even existed, but I have been loving them. In case you want to try out a fountain pen without spending the money, or if you don't have the budget for an actual fountain pen. So it's going to be really simple for right now, like I said, because it's not January yet, so I don't know what I'm going to need to put on these pages. So that's the last one that I have done, and then the rest of these are blank. The back pocket right here, as well as right here, I don't have anything in there right now, but I will probably just add things as need be. So at the very end, I wanted to show you how I used the My 100 list that's found in the back of these planners. And this is, I need to take this out. Just going to give you guys an idea of one thing that you could use this for. Okay, so for my 100 list, I decided to pull out my drawer, and I pulled out a bunch of markers and pens that I usually use and ones that I plan to use. So I basically used it for swatches and for a pen test. So from number 1 all the way down to number 25, those are all pens. And then 26 to 34 are mild liners. And then number 35 all the way down to 50 are Tombow dual-ended brush pens. And then we have, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, this is a Cricut marker up here at the top. And then I have more pens right here. And then I have the Zig dot markers right here. So that's how I use the 100. And then since I'm already on number 74, if I find any other ones or think of any other pens or markers that I would like to try, I'm going to go ahead and try it in here. And you could just do this on one of the grid pages that you get at the back if you really want to see whether or not there's bleed through. My primary purpose was how it feels when the pen hits the paper. And then you can see any bleed through right here on the back. Definitely the Pilot Extra Fine was the most visible, as you can see it right there. So that's how I use the My 100. So that is my setup in my 2022 Hobonichi Techo A6 size. And like I said, I'll give you guys an update on how it's going. If you are using a Hobonichi, let us know in the comments. If you're not using a Hobonichi, let us know what you are using and what you guys are looking forward to for this year. The other thing I wanted to tell you about was that I have launched my very own website. So there's a lot of information about planners and faith and Bible study and some free printables. And my plan is to continue adding free printables to my website every month for the remainder of the year. Please check that out. I will leave it in the description box. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for spending time with me today, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.